The big problem that we're going to solve in today's video is going from blank to bank. And as cheesy as that sounds, when you are staring at this screen and it is just a cursor blinking at you on a blank page, what you need is a plan. So inside my Prompt PsyOps philosophy, I've created the Unstuck Playbook for you, a list of AI prompts to explode your product ideas. Now, understand that this requires this philosophy, the focus on this philosophy of Prompt PsyOps requires a mindset shift. Master the strategy, not just the tool, right? We're going to take a look at Grok today, ChatGPT and Gemini, or DeepSeek, or any of the other AI tools. They're just engines, right? Any of them work the same. They aren't magic. They do feel like magic buttons, and I say that they are. But the real magic lies in the strategy behind your prompts, and that's what Prompt PsyOps is about. And it starts by understanding that you need to be in control, and we'll dive in here with framework number 1, the niche deep dive. Remember, the purpose and what we're trying to do, the focus is to create information products to make money online, and to start by coming up with actual ideas versus just random brainstorming. We want to target and we want to go deep on niches that equal money. So I have a prompt here. The niche that I'm going to focus on is Google Sheets household budgeting niche. And we're going to dive into that a little bit further here in a second about whether or not that niche is something you should go after. But take this prompt as an example and head over to Grok. This is Grok. I just simply pasted this in right here. You just copy and then you paste it in here, and then you see that you're going to start getting a list of ideas. This is the point. You're no longer staring at a blank screen. You don't have this anymore. You've moved past this problem. This problem is solved. No more blank screen. You just come here to the first framework, the niche deep dive, and you say, okay, let me just copy this, right? And then I'm going to get some example output, but actually go over to, in this case, for Grok. But again, it's not the tool. It doesn't matter. ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, whatever you use. But now, once you've pasted this prompt in, you now have 10 potential info product topics within the Google Sheets household budgeting niche. This is very important to understand, because you need to not just have random ideas all over the place. You need to focus. Google Sheets household budgeting niche, goal-based budgeting blueprint, dual household wealth builder with a unique angle, and it also gives you a working title. That is the focus. Coming up with an angle and a working title to start building your product. Then we go back and we say, okay, now, right, we have this and we are no longer guessing, just like it says here. Without that prompt, without understanding that you have a focused niche that you're going to deep dive into, you're just guessing. With that prompt, you're building products people are already searching for. Now, if you don't believe this line right here, with it, you're building products people are already searching for, go back to your results. Take a look at what it spit out for you, right? And then take a look and say, okay, well, let me think about this. Just like Grok is telling me, these topics and micro niches are designed to resonate emotionally with affluent households, leveraging Google Sheets accessibility and flexibility to make budgeting feel empowering and goal-orientated. All right? Let me know if you want to dive deeper into this niche, Google Sheets household budgeting niche. Just copy that, get out of AI for a second and go over to Google. Google Sheets household budgeting. That is the niche. Google Sheets can be used for household budgeting by creating a spreadsheet to track income, expenses, and savings. People are creating content. You can see some keyword ideas over here, things that people are searching for, YouTube videos, content that people are already making, because this niche, when you go back and you say, okay, now that I have my niche and I know people are searching for that, let me use framework number 2 inside of the Prompt PsyOps philosophy and say, the problem to solution sharpener. Ideas are cheap. Solutions are priceless. That is where the money is. Once you have your topic ideas, you must sharpen them into emotional problem-solving offers, an actual product that is a solution, which is priceless. So you're going to take this prompt, and again, you're just going to go back and you're going to copy that. Now, this is going to identify 5 common frustrations, and you're just going to come back over to Gemini or Grok. I use Gemini a lot. We're using Grok here, and I'm testing this out myself to see if I like it or not. Kind of on the fence about it. And you can see here, Grok was unable to finish replying. So we'll go ahead and reload that. I am in the free account, so that could be part of the problem that I just had there. I went ahead and reloaded. So let me see if Grok is busy or I just needed to refresh my session. And that's all I needed to do. And here now you can see we're diving into actual problems based on frustration. Problem, info, product idea, and again, the actual product idea. The reason that we are doing this and saying the problem to solution sharpener is we want to actually understand that we have a real product. Positions your product as direct solutions and shortens your marketing runway because your product is already answering burning problems. Go over and understand in Google, right? Look and see how much is spent on household budgeting, consumer apps, and tools every year, because now that's our focus. While there isn't a specific yearly spending figure for household budgeting apps and tools, various budgeting apps offer annual subscriptions. For example, Monarch is $99.99 a year, YNAB, $109 a year, Pocket Guard, $74 per year, Mint. These are all paid products, and most of them are subscriptions. And again, there's other content here that dives into the actual market that you're going after around household budgeting for consumers, and also the fact that Google Sheets is a real thing, or people are using Google Sheets primarily because they don't want to spend money on those apps when they can do it for free inside of a Google Sheet. And that's what you're trying to do here. You can see here that Grok switched over. We'll go ahead and exit back out of that. It switched over to its canvas. But right here inside of the chat, we now have, based upon this simple prompt from the Prompt PsyOps philosophy, below are 5 common frustrations faced by people with disposable income managing household budgets, each paired with an info product idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These info products address core frustrations with practical Google Sheets-based solutions. Again, you are looking at how much money and the types of products that people are already spending money on. So they're spending money on these apps out there that do this, what you're going to do with your Google Sheets when you dive deeper into the niche. So you go back and you say, okay, now I have one good idea about building this product around this problem, which is basically a tracker for tracking budgets inside of households. People with a little bit of extra money that they want to learn how to budget and save, maybe for a special event. So then you're going to come back to framework number 3 here. There's also a link in the description. You can grab all these so you don't have to try to like pause the video and read this and type this out. I'll give you these frameworks inside of my Prompt PsyOps philosophy or the Unstuck Playbook. But you also need to understand that when you come up with one product idea, you don't need 10 different product ideas. What you need to do is expand on that product. So then you grab this prompt and you say, okay, let's expand on this product, because we're thinking about bonuses. We're also thinking about VIP upgrades, bundle templates, videos, checklists, challenges, 97 and 147. We're thinking as marketers, we're going to create one product and then we're going to ascend, or people that have a problem here, we're going to take them and solve their initial problem. Then we're going to anticipate their additional problems and we're going to create products. And this works because we're stacking value and we are building upsells, tripwires, bundles, and it builds or it creates a premium feel even for simple starter products like what we just saw. So we want to come back and we want to expand on one of the products that we picked out of the 5 problems that we could solve. We have that here inside of Grok. We have these problems, these frustrations, these pain points. We're going to create products because the product title is right here. Then we're going to take that and we're going to move forward. We're going to paste this prompt in. And then here, I've used an example, a goal-based saving allocator spreadsheet, but you could just as easily take one of these 5 that you picked. Because remember, we've moved past this idea of staring at the blank screen. Now we know and we have a product idea based on real frustrations, based on a real market, deep diving into a real niche. And now we're just going to continue this with Grok and we're going to say, okay, let's expand on this and not create more products or more products that solve different problems, but more products inside of the same niche that solve the same problem, just at a different or a higher level that people are going to have once they use the basic product that we've created. And here you can see that it's built into this, and now it's building a goal priority matrix checklist. So now it's adding little features that you can add on. So someone buys your spreadsheet, and now you sell them a checklist so they have something that they can just check off daily without deep diving into the whole spreadsheet, or something that can be, an add-on to add additional value and also solve their problem in there, and it fits in their daily routine of them trying to save or, process the fact that they have to track all this stuff. So a checklist is going to be one of those things. And of course, here it's talking about bonus resources, VIP upgrade bundles. It enhances the core goal. It enhances the product of goal-based savings allocator spreadsheet by addressing users' needs for prioritization, motivation, and long-term usability. All right. Different formats, checklist, video, template, workbook, a calendar. They all cater to different learning styles. And then you have a VIP bundle, or you can bundle these all together. So you could sell them one at a time, give them away as bonuses, or bundle them all up together. And again, we've moved past this. You can see now we're no longer just staring at a blank screen thinking about what type of information product we need to create. We're simply just moving through this framework. And we understand now that we have created a product. Now let's take that product and the frustrations and the pain points and solve the problems, because great creators don't create endlessly. They repurpose endlessly, because we already have all these great ideas and we focus down on one great idea. So now, right, we can create a blog post and turn that into 5 different assets, or take the product and turn it into 5 blog posts, or create a mini course around our product, which is our spreadsheet. All right. It's scalable marketing. So now you're going to take this prompt and you're going to actually think about creating content, because you need to extend the life of your content without doing 10x the work, right? You need to position yourself as, you're prolific, you're a content creator, you're out there, you're showing people exactly how this product works, and you're putting it all together inside of this Unstuck engine, inside of this playbook. There's a link in the description. And it's really just 4 steps to get past no more thinking what I should create, no more staring at this blank screen, but going back now and saying, okay, I've created a product. A very focused product. Then I dived into the frustration and the pain points and really solidified the fact that I know that people are going to want this product. Then I expanded on how I can make that product better. Now I'm going to start creating content around the problems that this product solves. And then you can see here that we're going to have Google Sheets budget starter templates that we can give away, a 7-day budget setup challenge. We're going to create video tutorial series, start a YouTube channel, interactive budget planning workbooks that we can give away, a mini course, and then we have a bonus signature offer here, and it gets into that bundle again, and then some more VIP bonuses. And you can see here that we're thinking about, and it exited into the canvas again. We're going to see here that we can offer, now we have an offer for $97 for the big product that solves all the problems in one big bundle, or we can start with the $37 sort of light template, right? And then we can deliver this, or we can sell it on Gumroad, Kajabi, host it as a course, a mini course, right? We could use School, we could use System.io, we could open up a Facebook group. Those are all the things that you now have because you've moved past this cursor staring at you, this blank. The focus and the idea, like I said, as cheesy as it was at the beginning, we're no longer staring at this. Click the link in the description. It'll take you over and you can walk through this framework and really focus on this Prompt PsyOps philosophy. It really is a way of thinking. And I also want you to understand and focus on, it's not about the tool. It's not ChatGPT. It's not Gemini. It's not Grok. It is AI helping you get past staring at that blank screen, but then taking it and saying, okay, let me take these 4 steps and understand as a marketer with my focus being moving past the fact that I'm no longer staring at that blank screen. I'm going to deep dive into my niche. I'm going to go over and I'm going to make sure that, yeah, these things sell and people are spending money on them, which people spend money on everything, quite honestly. So that's truly not a concern. The concern is moving to that next level and saying, okay, let me complete these 4 steps and really think about how I can solve a problem with one product and then expand on that very, very specific problem and solve that problem for everyone. And as their frustration grows, because now they have a budgeting tracking spreadsheet that you built and gave them, you're showing them how to use it. You're also giving them checklists. You're even setting up a mini course. Maybe even you move into coaching, whatever you want to do. You've moved past that blank stare and you're going from that concept of, oh my goodness, what do I create? And letting AI show you step by step exactly what to start creating, how to start thinking, and what your focus needs to be as a marketer, as a person that wants to move past that blank screen, right? Staring at that blank screen and actually turn it into, as I said at the beginning, bank, right? Because that's why we're here. We're here to create information products, and with the focus of an actual problem that we want to actually solve. That's why we're here, and we're doing that with AI, and we're using the Prompt PsyOps philosophy. If you like this video, check out this one. I think you'll like that one as well. We'll deep dive more into this philosophy. Don't forget, link in the description. Grab this Unstuck playbook, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.